Long time, right? Let's do a story time. So, if this is your first time to my channel, hi, my name is Teresa, and in October of 2001, I quit my corporate job for my birthday. It was my 55th, 67, 54. I don't know how old I am. Anyway, I was born in 67, so it was either my 54th or my 55th birthday. I quit my job. I'm like, I'm out, y'all. And in November, I set out to travel the world. So I traveled for about 7 months. I went to France, Georgia, Turkey, Morocco, and Scotland. Yeah, I went to all those places. Um, so anyway, I'm back in Atlanta, and I'm wanting to tell some stories that I don't think I included in some of my other videos while I was out traveling. So today I'm going to tell you a story about my time in Antalya, Turkey, and it'll be interesting to see what I name this. I don't know what I'm going to name it, but it has to do with let's call it self care in Turkey. Self care in Turkey. Um, so I was in Antalya, Turkey, and I really liked it. Antalya is beautiful. It's in the southwest part of Turkey. So it's down near Syria, not too close, but it's not near Istanbul. Istanbul is further north, but it's southwest. Anyway, so I was there chilling. I stayed at several places there, a couple of Airbnbs and a hotel. I stayed a couple of weeks in a hotel. So this is during my stay in the hotel, and I believe it was Hotel Paco. Um, I don't know if I did a review on that or not, but anyway, Hotel Paco. It was a nice hotel. I did a review on it. Not a review, but I did a tour of my room. Anyway, Hotel Paco offered a full spa downstairs. And so while I was there, I'm like, okay, why not treat myself? So if you guys have heard of, oh, what's it called? Turkish bath. Um, oh, there's another name for it. There's another name for it. Anyway, I had never had one before, but I went ahead and signed up for it because I'm like, I'm treat myself. I'm out here solo, um, self care, right? I'm going to treat myself to this thing because I'm hearing it's awesome, it's relaxing. I'm going to love it. So let's see. So I signed up for it, and I went downstairs to for my appointment, and had no idea what to expect. Except, I mean, I've had massages before, but I didn't know what was going to happen with this bath thing. Anyway, so a woman meets me and she gives me this folded up. It looked like those sarongs that you can get and wear. It's a thin material and it has tassels hanging off the little tassels hanging off the short edge of it. Anyway, she told me, go ahead and get undressed and wrap this thing around you. It's going to be your, I don't know, whatever thing. So I went into the dressing room, took my clothes off, I put it in a locker, and I wrapped myself up in that thing like she said, and they gave me these little two big slippers to put on. So I let her know I'm done. So she walks me down the hallway. I'm slipping and flopping around in these in these giant slippers with this thing around me, just kind of cut me off here. Like you wrapped a towel around you. So my legs are all out, and my chest, it's covered here. So anyway, we go down to the room, and I go in this, and it's dark in there. There's this giant square. Um, I guess it was a pool. Like it was a pool, giant stone. Um, and it was humid in there because of all the water. So she tells me to go over to the side of this pool and lay down on the side, and I'm like, okay. Keeping the towel on, I went over there and I did what she said. I laid down on this cold stone um, wall of this pool. And as I laid down, um, she turned around and she got all her supplies and everything. She turns around with like this bucket of water, and she starts dousing me with this bucket of water with the towel still on. She's dousing me with this bucket of water, getting me all wet, and I'm just kind of like, okay, okay. And I'm trying to relax, and I'm just kind of like, okay, are we going to take the towel off? What's going to happen? So she turns around and she takes this. All of a sudden, I got all this foam. I mean, just like loads of foam that she just slathers all over me. She slathers it on my arms, my chest, all down the towel, my legs. She lathers real good with this heavy foamy stuff. And you know, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it felt soft. Um, it didn't feel harsh like detergent, like sometimes maybe some shower gels they lather up and they just feel like your skin's been stripped after it was put on. This stuff she put it on and it felt, it just kind of slid down and it smelled good. Um, but anyway, she lathered me up. Uh, no, she had me stand up. She had me stand up and she lathered me up with this soap stuff and then rinsed me off. And oh, it's been a while, so I'm forgetting some details. But I know I was slop. I was Something was put on me twice. It was the foam stuff, and then it was this maybe a scrub type something or other. Anyway, um, I got splashed, rinsed off with that. She's using the buckets of water to just pour it on me and rinse me off and, wipe the stuff off my arms and my legs and, the rest of my body. And it's like, okay, that was interesting. It's basically like somebody giving you a shower. If you're okay with that, I mean, to each his own. I was uncomfortable. I mean, yeah, they said bath. I didn't know what to expect, but I mean, you have to try it before you know if you like it or not. So, anyway, after that, I went. Uh, she wrapped me with the towel and took me to the massage uh, room where I would get a massage. And in there, of course, I laid on the table and after drying off, and I got a massage. It was like any other massage I've had before in the past, um, my back, and then flipped over, and she did my arms and my legs and my head and shoulders. Um, yeah, and that was it. So then she took me to this quiet room where they had these loungers and brought me some tea and told me to relax and I can go get dressed um, when I'm ready. So that was that. Now that was day one. That was the first thing I had, and I'm like, okay. Um, the next week, I said, I think I'll get another massage. I'll skip the bath part. So when you go, I forgot to mention, they give you this long list of the different types of massages you can get. I mean, you think of massages, I mean, I've heard of like the hot stone massages, um, deep tissue massages, which I don't like, that hurts. Um, Different kinds of massages. So I don't know. I just picked one, and I picked this for the second time. I picked what is it? Drainage. Oh shoot. Um, lymph node drainage. Lymph, lymph lymph drainage. So I'm like, that sounds healthy. I know lymph nodes are located in different places on your body, and they help with the immune system, and you want them, flush them, whatever, whatever. So that's what I signed up for. So okay, so this time I go downstairs, and a man greets me. And he told me to go in the room and get undressed to where I'm comfortable. And they gave me the little thing to wrap up in again. So I got undressed, and I took off my bra, but I left my underwear on. And that's what I typically do when I get massages. I leave my underwear on. So yeah. So he took me to the massage room. He was, very nice, very professional the whole time. He took me to the massage room. I got up on the bed, and like he did my back first. This is where it gets different than massages I've had in the past. So, when you're getting a massage, they usually keep you covered with a blanket or something, and he was doing that. Now, when he got to my lower back, um, when as they move around your body, they just adjust the blanket. They might put your arm on top of it, put the blanket under your arm or whatever. When he got to my lower back, he folded the blanket down uh, below my butt. He pulled my underwear up. He pulled my underwear up so they were like in my crack. Okay, so he pulled my underwear up so like my cheeks were exposed. And I'm just like, oh, this is a first. Um, and he just proceeded to like kneading my behind. It was a shock, but again, he was very professional. He was just, you know, it was just massaging away, and I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't feel bad, but I wasn't expecting that. So once he was done, he covered me back up, and I'm like, okay, that was different. So then it was time to turn over. So I turned over, and he set everything up, made sure that I was covered and everything. As he started massaging, he massaged up here, all around my breast. I I mean, short of doing that, he massaged. I mean, all around it, all around both of them. That was closer than anyone has ever done before. So that kind of set me off. I think you're getting the picture. This wasn't a very relaxing massage for me. I mean, I laid there, just let him do whatever, but So anyway, as he was making his way down, when he got to he massaged. Okay, so I've never had my stomach massaged. He massaged like my stomach, and he pulled the blanket down. He didn't pull it all the way down, but he like tucked it into the top of my underwear and pushed my underwear down to just the top of my pubic area. Yeah, the top of my pubic. He didn't uncover the whole thing. He just, you know, pushed it down, and he was massaging all around that area, and I was like, "Oh." Oh, I got so close to having an orgasm. I just, I grabbed his hand to make him stop because I was just like, I am not about to have a happy ending up in here. I just, and I was embarrassed, but it's like, yeah, I grabbed his hand and he understood stop. So, but let me reiterate. I mean, he didn't go down in there. He was just at the top working his magic, and I was like, okay, things were happening. So he went on with the rest of the massage. My legs. He did it all, and it was it might have been relaxing had I not been stressed about the places he was touching, and I hadn't been used to that before. I'd never had a massage like that before. Um, yeah. Anyway, I got, he asked me if I was good, if I was relaxed, and I'm just like, yeah, at the end. And I stood up, and he got behind me and pulled my shoulders back, kind of like it's like he came up behind me and with his arms and pulled my shoulders back some kind of way, and then just kind of did this and smiled at me, and I'm just like, okay. Anyway, that's he took me out to the lounge room and gave me some tea and told me, I could leave when I was ready. So yeah, I I got dressed and left, and that was, I mean, that was I almost had a happy ending with my massage in Turkey. I couldn't believe it. Oh, this is so embarrassing. But anyway, that's my story. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.